Good morning, one and all. Am I audible to all? Shraddha, Vaishnavi, okay. In last lecture, last ATT lecture, we have seen what is the traffic engineering, what are the objectives of traffic engineering. Again, we have seen that what about the road users characteristics, again vehicle characteristics, again PIEV theory. That part we have completed in the last lecture, and some of the MCQs also we have completed in based on this part about the PIEV theory, road user characteristics, and traffic engineering and control related objectives and outcomes. That part we have completed in the last lecture. Okay, whatever the remaining part, that part we see in this lecture. And in first session we'll see what is the parking, what are the different types of the parking, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of the different types of the parking. That part we'll see first, and after completing this part about the parking, we'll move towards the some of the MCQs which are based on this topic as a parking, and that will be helpful to you to go for your competitive examination. While facing the competitive examination, that will be helpful to you. So we'll move towards the next point, that is the parking. What is the parking? That part we'll see in this lecture. So first we'll see what is the different types of the parking. There is a on-street parking and the off-street parking. Okay. So there are the maximum, there are the two types of the parking. Mainly there are the two types. One is the on-street parking and second one is the off-street parking. So what is the on-street parking? The on-street parking is nothing but on the road only. On the two sides, their vehicles are stopping on the road only, and so that whatever the road width is over there, that road width will become reduces because of the vehicles are stopping on the road. So that is nothing but a on street parking. Okay, on street parking means the vehicles are parked on the sides of the street itself. Okay, do you understand it? The vehicles are parked, or the vehicles are parked on the street only. So that is nothing but a on street parking, and this will be usually controlled by government agencies itself. Common types of on street parking are as listed below. Okay, so what is the on street parking? The on street parking is nothing but the vehicles which are parked on a road only, on a street only. So that is nothing but a on street parking. That is nothing but a on street parking. So again, that on-street parking is divided into various parking type. Okay, we'll see one by one. This classification is based on the angle in which the vehicles are parked with respect to the road alignment. Means on the road, if there are the vehicles are stopping on the road, on the sides, on the edges of the road, but that should be vehicle is parked in which angle. So based on this, again there are the different classification have been made about the on-street parking. So that we'll see here. As per IRC, that is the Indian recommendation, IRC code, the standard dimension of a car is taken as 5 by 2.5 meter, and that of the truck is 3.75 by 7.5 meters. So based on these dimensions, whatever the dimensions of the vehicles, that should be considered here while parking the vehicle on the road. If the width of that vehicle is more, if the length of that vehicle is more, so automatically that space required for that vehicle is more. And if such a vehicles are stopping on the road, automatically the road width will be reduces, and that will be become problematical for whatever the vehicles are moving from the road. And so for that purpose, we have to take care here about the vehicles which are stopping on the road only. Okay, So that is nothing but a on-street parking. On-street parking means the vehicles are parked on the sides of street itself. Okay, this will usually controlled by government agencies. Okay, so if vehicles, if four-wheeler are there and if they are parked on the road only, so at that time that government agencies will come and they will pack the vehicle. Okay, likewise there will be a controlling devices or the controlling government agencies about the vehicles which are stopping on the road only. Okay, so common types of the parkings are there, and that parkings which are classified as per the that vehicle is parked angle with respect to the road alignment. Okay, and there is as per the IRC the dimension, that big dimension and the small dimension. As per as considered for the truck, there is a dimension is a 3.75 meter to the 7.5 centimeter, 7.5 meter, and for the car itself that vehicle having the dimension is 5 meter by 2.5 meter. So that the vehicles are stopping on the road at that time, you have to consider the whatever the dimension of that vehicles. Okay, if the dimension is more, then automatically the space required for the parking is automatically more. So that is nothing but a on street parking. We'll move towards the on street parking, how it is divided into the different classification. So first one is the parallel parking. So what is this parallel parking? That part we see here. The vehicles are parked along the length of the road. Okay, you can see here what is the parallel parking or the on-street parking, where the parking is there. That is the parallel parking. What is its meaning? The vehicles which are parked along the length of the road. Okay, parallelly they are parked along the length of the road. Here there is no background movement involved while parking or the unparking the vehicles. Okay, here is no background movement involved while parking or unparking the vehicles. Hence, it is the most safest parking from the accident perspective. However, it consumes the maximum curb lane, and therefore only a minimum number of vehicles can be parked for a given curb lane. So we'll move towards the diagram. So automatically you will understand what is the what is the parallel parking here. Okay, parallel parking means there are that vehicles are parked along the length of the road in a parallel position. So you can see here what is that parallel parking which will be indicated here through this diagram. This method of parking produces the least obstruction. Okay, there are the least obstruction to the ongoing traffic on the road, since least road width is required. So you can see here whatever the length or the width is required to to park the vehicle on the road is less. Okay, and here the on both the sides that parallelly the vehicles are parked, so that whatever the width or the space required to park that vehicle, that will be less. So you can see here whatever the dimensions are here, that are the based on the different types of the vehicles. So total length is L. Again, there it will be divided into as far as the different types of the vehicle. If big vehicles are another side, two-wheelers are another side. Likewise, if we divide the space for the parking, then automatically maximum vehicles will be parked by using this parallel parking on the road only. That is the on-street parking with a parallel parking. Okay, the length of the available to park n number of the vehicles. So you can see that L is equal to n divided by 5.9, where n is the number of vehicles and this 5.9, okay, divided by the 5.9, where is the parallel street parking, which will be parallelly, which are divided into the different cross section area, and from that 5.9 length is given here, and which will be required, the L is equal to n by 5.9. So next one is the 30-degree, means where whenever the vehicle is parked on the road, that will be with angle. Okay, so that angle is a 30-degree. Again there is an angle of 45-degree. Again there is an angle of 60-degree. and the angle of 90 degree. Means if we want to park the vehicle on the road with some inclination, so with some inclination, that inclination angle, with inclination angle of that vehicle to the alignment of the road is nothing but a with nothing but a 30-degree parking. If that parked vehicle which makes an angle of 30 degree with a alignment of road, then that angle is known as a 30-degree angle. Okay, that makes an angle of 30 degree, then that parking is known as the 30-degree parking. समजतंय का बघा? There if that parking is making the 30-degree angle with the alignment of the road, though then that parking is nothing but a 30-degree parking. Okay, so that is the difference. In last parallel parking, we have seen that parallel parking is nothing but a which is parallelly parked vehicles on the road, on the two sides of the road. But in this case, there is a vehicle is parked with an angle of 30 degree with the alignment of road, so that parking is known as a 30-degree parking. Okay, you will understand while seeing this, while I will show you the diagram about how this 30-degree parking is provided on the side. Okay, in 30-degree parking, the vehicles are parked at 30 degree with respect to the road alignment. So you can see here road alignment. What is the road alignment? Road alignment is nothing but a center line of the road, and for that center line of the road, if that parking makes an angle of 30 degree while parking on the road, that angle is a 30 degree, then such a parking is nothing but a 30-degree parking. Okay, in this case, more vehicles can be parked compared to the parallel parking. So you can see here that parking which in which that parallel parking is there as compared to this parallel parking, 30-degree angled parking makes the more vehicles to be parked on that area. Next one is also there is a better there is a better maneuverability. Delay caused to the traffic is also minimum in this type of the parking. Means delay, whatever the delay will be there, or which will be caused due to the traffic, is also minimum in this type of the parking. Whatever the traffic congestion will be there, and whatever the delay which will be there for the traffic parking and the traffic moving from that side, that will be going to be minimum over here for this minimum park. Means easy to park the vehicle and easy to move the vehicle from that side. That is the point will be from here. Next point will be, we will see here the different types of the parking, and the next point is the 45-degree parking. So you can see here first the diagram about this on-street parking of 30-degree parking. So you can see this is the road, and that road is, if the road is there, and from this road that vehicles are parked with a 30-degree angle. So you can see here that A, B, C, D is the alignment of the road, and that 1, 2 likewise vehicles are stopping, and they are making the angle as a 30-degree angle to the main alignment of the road. So that is nothing but a 30-degree parking. Next one is the 45-degree parking. So we'll see here what is this type of the parking. The as the angle of parking increases, more number of vehicles can be parked. Okay, as an angle of parking is increases. Okay, as far as the parallel parking, as far as the second one is for the 30-degree parking. After that, here is a 45-degree parking. But whenever this angle is goes on increases, there is a automatically that occupant about the parking or the number of vehicles can be parked on that site, that will be goes on increases with the angle also increases, and the more number of vehicles also parked will be increases. As the angle of parking increases, more number of vehicles can be parked. Okay, hence compared to parallel parking and the 30-degree parking, more number of vehicles can be accommodated in this type of the parking. So you can see here the number of vehicles which are parked into these 30-degree and the parallel parking as compared to these two in the 45-degree, the more number of vehicles will be parked. From figure, you can see here the length of parking space available for parking n number of vehicles in a given curve is eligible to 3.54 plus 3.54 into n plus 1.77. Okay, so we'll move towards the next point. Only you have to understand what are the different types of the parking over here, okay, and how they are parked. And after that, there is a on-street parking with a 60-degree. So you can see here, the vehicles are parked at 60-degree to the direction of road. Okay, now we'll move towards this 60-degree angle. There is that vehicles which are parked on the road that makes the 60-degree angle with the alignment of the road. So you can see as far as the inclination angle this goes on increases, the number of vehicles accommodated in that area is also goes on increases. Okay, so from that more number of vehicles can be accommodated in this parking type. Okay, more number of vehicles can be accommodated in this parking type while using the 60-degree type of the parking. Okay. Next one is last part type of parking, that is a right angle triangle, right angle parking, and which will be right angle parking, which makes a 90-degree parking. So in right angle parking or 90-degree parking, vehicles are parked which are perpendicular to the direction of road, which are direction of the road. And second one is the along it consumes the maximum width curb length required is very little, and in this type of parking the vehicles need complex complex conjugate, and this may cause the severe accident. Means you can see here in this type of parking, if the vehicles are parked on the both sides and which are perpendicular to the road, then automatically what will be happen, it will be make the some of the severe accidents on the road, and that will be become complex conjugate for the road only. And this arrangement causes the obstruction to the road traffic, and particularly if the road width is less. Okay, you can understand while the two types of the vehicles, if the different vehicles are stopping on the both the sides of the road, automatically what will be happen, that obstruction will be occur for the different vehicles on the both the sides. Width both the sides vehicles are stopping, and so that whatever the width is required to travel from the road, that will be goes on reducing, and so that whatever the traffic congestion, whatever the conflict, whatever the severe accident, that will be occur in more time on the road only. So that is the right angle right angle parking, which is on type of the on street parking, which will be uh, reduces the width of road, and that will be dangerous for the uh, making the road as a unsafe road. Okay, next one is the on street parking with the right angle parking. We'll see the diagram about this. So however it can be accommodate the maximum number of vehicles for a given length, given curve length. As an example is shown here, you can see this example. This road width is shown here, that is the L, and after that there is a number of vehicles parked on this road that are shown, and because of these vehicles are parked on this road, which are right angle parking with the road only, and for that purpose what will be happen, that of on street parking, while this right angle triangle makes the makes the width about the traveling of, or the width about the road, that will be going to be reduces, and that will be become severe for the traveling on that road. So you can see here off-street. Now we have seen that on-street parking and the various types of this on-street parking. That point we have completed here. Now we'll move towards the next point, that is the off-street parking. Okay. Before that, you should write in your notebook that are the different types of the parking. So I request all of you to write this parking. Okay. I will wait for 5 minutes. So all of you write this in your notebook only. Okay. Write down this parking. Write down the new point, that is the parking, your notebook. On street parking. Write down on street parking. On street parking means the vehicles are parked on street parking means the vehicles are parked on the sides of the street itself. On the sides of the street itself. On the sides of street itself. This is usually controlled by this will be usually controlled by government agencies. Government agencies. Below this, write down as per IRC. As per IRC, the standard dimensions of a car is taken as 5 meter by 2.5 meter. 5 meter by 2.5 meter, and that for a truck is 3.75 meter by 7.5 meter. Okay, 3.75 meter by 7.5 meter. Below this, write down on street parking, types of on street parking. Types of on street parking. Types of on street parking. Write down parallel parking. Write down parallel parking. Parallel parking. Parallel parking. Write down the diagram. Draw this diagram in your notebook. How this parallel parking, the vehicles are stopping on the road. So that is the parallel parking. Draw this diagram over here. parallel parking. Draw this diagram. If you have completed, we'll move towards the next point now. Next point, that is the second type of parking, that is the 30-degree parking. Write down this 30-degree parking. 30-degree parking, and write down here in 30-degree parking. In 30-degree parking. In 30-degree parking. In 30-degree parking. In 30-degree parking, the vehicles are parked. Vehicles are parked in 30-degree parking. The vehicles are parked at 30 degree with respect to the road alignment. With respect to the road alignment. With respect to the road alignment. In this case, more vehicles can be parked. More vehicles can be parked compared to parallel parking. Okay, draw this diagram about the 30-degree parking. We have completed, we'll move towards the next point, that is the next type of the parking, that is the on-street parking, that is the 45-degree parking. So write down, as the angle of parking increases, number of vehicles can be parked. More 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 number of vehicles can be parked. Draw this diagram as a 45-degree parking, that is the on-street parking. (45-degree parking, that is the on-street parking. 45-degree parking, that is the on-street parking. Draw the diagram. Draw the diagram. Next point, next type of parking is a 60-degree parking. Write down this. The vehicles are parked at 60 degree. Vehicles are parked at 60 degree to the direction of road. To the direction of road. So draw this diagram as a 60-degree parking. Draw this diagram for the 60-degree parking. And write down the last type of parking, that is the on-street parking, that is the right angle parking. So write down, in right angle parking or the 90-degree parking, the vehicles are parked. Vehicles are parked. Vehicles are parked perpendicular to the direction of the road. Direction of the road. And draw the diagram now. That is the right angle parking. Right angle parking. Okay. So within 5 minutes, all of you join for the same link. We'll move towards the next point, that is the off-street parking. So draw this diagram now, and within 1 minute our meeting will be over. So all of you join once again on the same day.